Welcome Primary 4, with you is Miss Noura Abdurrahman, and today we are going to start the adaptation in plants. Are you ready to start? Let's go! Okay, we will talk about the adaptation in plants. What is the meaning of adaptation again? Make a change to survive. Okay, we talked that the animals can make a change to survive. Can the plants also make a change to survive? Yes, also the plants can make an adaptation. Today we are going to talk about the adaptation of a very two important trees. Repeat after me. Acacia tree, acacia tree, and kapok tree. Kapok tree. Acacia tree and kapok tree. Acacia tree and kapok tree. The acacia tree and kapok tree have the shape of what? Shape of umbrella. So acacia tree and kapok tree are umbrella shaped trees. Umbrella shaped trees. Okay, acacia and kapok are growing on forest, but in different forests. The acacia grow on Savannah forest. Acacia grow on Savannah forest. Savannah forest. Okay, what about the kapok? Kapok is growing on Amazon rain forest. Amazon rain forest. So acacia on Savannah forest. Kapok on Amazon rain forest. Okay, let's start to talk about the acacia tree which growing on Savannah forest. What is the Savannah forest? This is the Savannah forest. It is located in South Africa. Where is the Savannah forest? In South Africa. Look at the picture. It has a lot of trees or a lot of grass? A lot of grass. So it's a grassland. It is a grassland. What about the temperature there? It is hot or cold? It is mild. What's the meaning of mild? Not so hot and not so cold. It is mild, normal. So the temperature in Savannah forest is mild. Okay, in Savannah forest, half of the year is a dry season. What's the meaning of dry? It has a lot of water or lake of water? It has lake of water. What's the meaning of lake of water? Small amount of water. So on Savannah forest there is a lake of water. طيب, which plant can grow or which tree can grow on this lake of water? The acacia tree. Excellent. The acacia tree is growing on Savannah forest where is there a lake of water. So, what is the habitat of acacia tree? Savannah forest. What is the habitat of acacia tree? Savannah forest. Okay, on Savannah forest there is a lake of water. How can the acacia tree get water? It has a roots. The roots in any plant absorb the water. Okay, what is the name of this roots? It's called tap roots. It's called tap roots. The acacia tree has a very long tap roots under the soil. So the tap roots are under or above the soil? Under the soil. And it's very long. It can even reach 35 meters under the soil to reach the water, to reach the water. So the acacia tree has a tap roots to reach the water. Tap roots to reach the water. What is the name of the roots of acacia again? Tap roots. Tap roots. It is under or above the soil? Under the soil. Excellent. Okay, after the acacia tree taking this water, where does it is store it? The acacia tree storing the water on the trunk. Look into this picture. This is the trunk of acacia tree. This is called trunk. Trunk. So where does the acacia tree store the water? On the trunk, on the trunk. Like what? Like the camel. The camel living on the desert. Okay, is there is a lot of food on the desert? No. So when the camel eat the food have fats. Where does the fats store? On the hump of the camel. Look at this picture. This is called the hump of the camel, which is storing the fats. The hump of the camel storing the fats, and the trunk of the acacia storing the water. Trunk of acacia storing the water. Okay, why the trunk is very long? To prevent the animals eating the leaves of the acacia, except the giraffe. The giraffe can reach the leaves because it has a tall neck. Excellent, super. So, how can the acacia store the water? With the trunk. With the trunk. Excellent. Okay, what about the leaves of acacia tree? The leaves of acacia tree are tiny on the top of the tree. What is the meaning of tiny? They are very small. Look into this picture. They are very tiny leaves. Okay, and also it has a sharp spines. It has a sharp spines. This is called spines. This is called spines. Why it has a tiny leaves and sharp spines? To protect the plant from eating. When any animal try to eat the leaves, the spines will hurt this animal. So the animal will go away. So it has a tiny leaves with spines. Tiny leaves with spines. Tiny leaves with spines to protect the plant from eating. Excellent, super. Okay, we said that the giraffe has a tall neck to reach the tree. Do you think that the giraffe can contain eating the leaves of acacia tree? Hmm, do you think that? No. Why? Because there is a spines. The spines will hurt the giraffe, right? So it cannot contain eating the leaves of acacia tree. Okay, now we will talk a behavioral adaptation. We will talk about a behavioral adaptation in acacia tree. The acacia tree can make a behavioral adaptation? Yes. When any animal start to eat the leaves of acacia tree, the acacia make a poison. Make what? A poison. And this poison have a very bad taste. So when the animal try to eat the leaves, the animal will go away. The animal will go. So the poison of acacia tree have a bad taste. Have a bad taste. After that, this poison will send a smelly message. The smelly message, it's a smell going to all the acacia trees around the tree, okay, and tell them that there is an animal. So all the acacia trees will start to make a poison. All the acacia will make a poison. So the poison of acacia tree have a bad taste and smelly message. Bad taste and smelly message. The smelly message will go to all the trees, so all the trees will produce or will make a poison. Again, what is the behavioral adaptation in acacia tree? It is making a poison when any animal start to eat the leaves. Okay, what about this poison? The poison have a bad taste and smelly message. Bad taste and smelly message. Excellent, super. So now we talked about acacia tree. What is the structural adaptation in acacia tree? Number one, it has a tap roots. Tap roots. Why? To reach the water. And also it has a trunk. It has a trunk. Why? To store the water. Okay, let's go to the leaves. It has a tiny leaves with spines. Why? to protect the plant from eating. And what about the behavioral adaptation in acacia tree? The behavioral adaptation that it's making a poison have a bad taste and smelly message. Bad taste and smelly message. This is the acacia tree. Okay, let's start to talk about the kapok tree. Where the kapok tree grow? On Amazon rainforest. What about the Amazon rainforest? Let's talk about the Amazon rainforest. From the name of Amazon rainforest, it has a lot of water or lake of water. It has a lot of water, excellent, because there is a word rain, so it's raining. It is easy to find a water in the Amazon rainforest because it is raining most of the year, so there is a lot of water. And it is not easy to find the sunlight. Why? Why we cannot find the sunlight on the Amazon forest? Because there is a very long trees on the forest which grow to 70 meters. Okay, so there is a long trees, so we cannot see the sunlight. It has also a strong wind. Strong wind. What's the meaning of strong wind? It has a lot of air. Strong wind. And it has a soggy soil. Soggy soil. What is the meaning of soggy soil? Wet, muddy soil. What is the meaning of that? Okay, guys, when we put some water to the soil become what? Become wet and muddy. Wet and muddy. When you put some water to any soil, it become a wet and muddy. When it become wet, it is called soggy soil. So what's the meaning of soggy soil? Wet soil. It's called a soggy soil. The Amazon rainforest, it is raining most of the year. So when the water fall on the soil, it is become a soggy soil. It is become a soggy soil. So where is the soggy soil? On the Amazon rainforest or on the Savannah forest? On the Amazon rainforest, because there is a raining most of the year. Okay, what is the tree which is grow on the Amazon rainforest? The kapok tree. Excellent. The kapok tree growing on Amazon rainforest. What is the habitat of kapok tree? Amazon rainforest. Amazon rainforest. Okay, let's start to talk about the roots. The roots of kapok tree is very large and wide. They are called patter's roots. Patter's roots. The patter's roots are very large and wide because the kapok tree are very long and big. Okay, so what is the name of the roots of kapok tree? Patter's roots. Okay, can you see on the picture? The patter's roots are growing under the soil or above the soil? They are growing above the soil. So the patter's roots growing above the soil. Above the soil. Why? Why? To hold the tree in the soil. The tree is very big, so it has a patter's roots. Patter's roots to hold the tree in the soil. It has a patter's roots to hold the tree on the soil. The patter's roots, it is above the soil or under the soil? Above the soil or high up the soil? Or high up the soil. So again, what is the name of the roots of kapok tree? Patter's roots. Patter's roots. Okay, what is the name of the roots of acacia tree? Tap roots. So the tap roots in acacia under the soil and patter's roots in kapok are above the soil. Okay? Now let's talk. This is the kapok tree. It's very long and it has also a patter's roots. Can you see the patter's roots? This is the patter's roots. It's very large and very wide to hold the tree on the soil. Okay, what about the leaves of kapok tree? They are hand-shaped leaves. Look at the picture. It like what? It's like our hands. It is hand-shaped leaves. It is hand-shaped leaves. Why they are like hands? Why they have a hand shape? To allow the wind pass through the leaves without cutting it. Without cutting it. If they are just a one leaf, they will be cutting very easy. But they are five together, or they are a hand-shaped leaves to allow the wind pass without cutting the leaves. To allow the wind pass without cutting the leaves, so they are more strong. Okay, so what is the shape of the leaves of kapok? Hand-shaped leaves to allow the wind pass without cutting the leaves. Okay, let's talk about the behavioral adaptation in kapok tree. What is the behavioral adaptation? It has also a smelly message. Okay, smelly message like the acacia? No, they are not the acacia. The kapok tree didn't make a poison. They are make a smelly message to invite the bats. Do you remember the bats? The bats helping the flowers and plants to carry the seeds. So they make a smelly message to invite the bats. To invite the bats they are coming to smell the flowers and carry the seeds on the forests. The bats will come and smell the flowers and carry the seeds on the forest. So again, the kapok tree has a behavioral adaptation. What is the behavioral adaptation in kapok tree? They are making a smelly message to invite the bats. To invite the bats. Okay, what about the acacia? It's making a smelly message to make a poison. Right? Excellent, super. So we talked about the kapok tree. It has a buttress roots and also it has a hand-shaped leaves and it has a smelly message to invite the bats. Now let's talk about some adaptation on some plants which survive in their environment. We will talk about five different plants making a different adaptation. Number one, mangrove tree. Mangrove tree. Number two, water lily. Water lily. Number three, palm tree. Palm tree. Number four, pine tree. Pine tree. Number five, Barbary fig. Barbary fig. Let's start with number one, which is mangrove tree. Okay, from the picture, can you see the mangrove tree? This is called mangrove tree. Mangrove tree. The mangrove tree. From the picture, it is living on water or on land? On water, excellent. So the habitat of mangrove tree is salt water. Salt water. So the mangrove tree growing on salt water. Okay, on the water there is a waves. How can the plant protect itself from the waves? It has a strong and long roots. Look at the pictures. It has a strong and long roots. Why? To resist the waves. Resist the waves meaning to prevent the waves. So why the mangrove tree has a strong and long roots? To resist the waves. Again, why the mangrove tree has a strong and long roots? To resist the waves. Excellent, super. Let's talk about number two. Number two, it is the water lily. Water lily. The water lily habitat is the wetland. Wetland. What is the habitat of water lily? Wetland. What is the habitat of water lily? Wetland. Okay, look into the picture. Can you see the leaves of the water lily? What is the shape of leaves? It's very wide. It's very wide, right? It's very big and wide. Why it has a wide leaves? Why the water lily have a wide leaves? What is the function or what is the job of leaves on any plant? Huh? We know that the leaves making the food of the plant by absorbing the sunlight, by absorbing the sunlight. So the leaves and water lily are wide. Why? To absorb the sunlight, to absorb the sunlight. Absorb meaning take the sunlight. Again, huh? Why the leaves are wide on water lily? To absorb the sunlight. Excellent. Number 3, the palm tree. The palm tree. The palm tree habitat is desert. Look into the palm tree. Do you know the palm tree? Huh? It is living on desert. The habitat of palm tree is desert. Okay, on the desert there is a lot of strong winds. A lot of strong winds. Okay, how can the palm tree protect itself from the strong wind? It has also a strong roots. Excellent. The strong roots protect the plant in the soil. It is fix or hold the plant in the soil. So it has a strong roots. Number 2, it has a small leaves. This small leaves will also protect the palm tree from the strong wind. So how can the palm tree protect itself from the strong wind? Huh? It has a strong roots and small leaves. Strong roots and small leaves. Why? To resist the strong wind. To resist the strong wind. Excellent, super. Number 4, the pine tree. Pine tree. What about the pine tree? Do you know the pine tree? This is the pine tree. We see it in Christmas, right? It's called a pine tree. Pine tree. Huh? From the picture, what is the habitat of pine tree? Snow. Its habitat is snow. Okay. When the pine tree habitat is snow. When the sky is raining, the snow will fall on the tree, so the branches of the tree can break. Okay, how can the tree protect itself? Number 1, it has a triangle shaped. A triangle shaped. It has a triangle shaped. Look at the tree. It is like what? A triangle. It is like the triangle. So the pine tree have a triangle shape. Triangle shape and small branches. Small branches. The branches are small or long? They are small. So they have a triangle shape and small branches. Triangle shape and small branches. Why? Why? Huh? To protect the branches from breaking. To protect the branches from breaking. Okay, let's look to the leaves of the pine tree. It is like what? It is like needle. What is the meaning of needle leaves? They are needle leaves. Needle leaves means like a spines. Do you know the spines? Spine mean needle. So it has a needle leaves. Needle leaves. Why? To prevent losing of water. If it was a big or a wide leaf, it will lose a lot of water. But it is just like needle. It's a small needle leaves to prevent losing of water. So again, the pine tree has a triangle shaped and small branches. Triangle shaped and small branches. Why? To prevent the branches breaking. Okay, it has the shape of the leaves is needle. Is needle. Why it has a needle leaves? To prevent losing of water. Excellent, super. And now let's talk about number 5, which is the Barbary fig. Repeat after me. Barbary fig, Barbary fig, Barbary fig. Okay, what about the Barbary fig? The Barbary fig habitat is desert. The Barbary fig habitat is desert. Okay, the Barbary fig habitat is desert. Okay, look to the picture. Look to the picture. This is the Barbary fig. Do you know it? We eat it. Every year we eat the Barbary fig. Okay, so the Barbary fig live on desert. Okay, it has a sharp spines. We all know that the Barbary fig has a sharp spines when we eat it. Okay, why it has a sharp spines on the desert? Why? Why it has a spines? Any plant. Why the plant has a spine? To prevent the animal eat it. To prevent the animals eat it. So the Barbary fig has a sharp spines. Sharp spines to prevent animals eat it. Okay, with you was Miss Noura Abdurrahman, and thank you for listening.